Hi everyone, Luna Gamer Alex here, and this is YosUki, and Games. And I'm alone in my game room. I live stream every single one of my gaming sessions since 2010, and I have been saving them to my YouTube channel. I do this to allow me to take a glimpse back at all of my gaming adventures, sort of a detailed observations of my life as a gamer. The session is starting now, and I thank you for watching. Alright, so gonna be playing Final Girl here again. I think the last time I played the game was a couple of weeks ago, and as soon as I finished that last game, I set up this new game. We're still using Asami. We are fighting Billy the bear. I'm still using the Utopia map because I want to, because it's so chaotic. It's yeah. Last time we played on this map, actually, it was horrible for us. But I think that this map it can go horribly for the killer as well. So because of the sand snake, so I wanna try this map again. Um, and it's just been sitting here on my board game table here for like a couple of weeks. Just I've been playing video games, and I was like, you know what? And I was thinking about switching it up because I've been playing a lot of Final Girl. So, and I recently just got the latest expansion. The latest one is the one with the nun, but before that one, I don't know if that's even available yet. I think it's available on the website, but not on Amazon. So, so I got a Rotten Harvest, and I think what I'm gonna do after this this game is probably gonna switch it up, play something else, and come back to Final Girl. I think the game that I really wanna uh, jump on actually next is Zombicide, the Marvel Zombies, because I haven't played that ever since I've gotten it. So I think I'm gonna go with Marvel Zombies next. Okay, so everything is pretty much set. The only thing that we haven't done is the event. Um, and Ali is actually the buddy that got summoned. And I'm positioning the batteries now at places where they can't be buried um, with the landslide. Well, well, there are three places actually that can be affected by the landslide. So, because once that battery is buried by the landslide, there's nothing you can do about it. But so I made sure that the three are at the boulder locations that can't be affected by the landslide, but you only have three on the map. So, and then the other one is right here in the middle at the electrical tower. Um, and of course, the rule with that is they can't be adjacent to each other, and you have to disable the battery actually to I think to really be able to beat Billy because well, it's still possible I guess. It's just every round with the battery still in play, or one of the batteries in play, Billy will um, recover 1 HP. Okay, so we're going to start off with discovering the event, the initial starting event here. And it is we have to stick together. Um, one additional victim may follow you. Oh, that's cool. So you know how you can grab two people with you. Now you can grab three people. So yeah. Some of the events actually have positive effects. So that's great. Okay, let's see if I can still remember playing this game. Um, so it's the action phase right now. So play action cards. And we have, how does that work? Okay, it's affected by the time. Okay, that's right. And the terror level for Billy starts off at 4. So let me see here. And we're over here. We're pretty close to this battery. So I guess what we should do is, and then there's an exit over there. So, and I think you can disable the battery while you're passing through a map, right? Let's make sure. See, that's the problem with these board games. You can't easily, unless you've played the game so much that you've memorized everything. But even that's kind of hard, because I played this a lot, and then I still have to kind of make sure that I'm doing it right. You know, that's the thing about doing board games versus video games. Video games, everything's already there. You know, so that's why I do prefer um, for these things to be in digital format. You know, in a video game format instead. But you know, you just gotta do the best that you can here with these physical board games. Um, let's see. Where is that about disabling the batteries? Deactivating a power source, so they call power source. Flip the token inactive by spending time, just one, while in the same space, even if you're just moving through the space. Okay, so you can actually do that. Um, so let's, what we should do then is head down here and then save this person. So we should, I always like to start with focus, so that way we can see if we can get the three dice. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with focus then. Um, and we have one success, one maybe. And I usually like to sacrifice like short rest and weak attack to just get a double, to turn that into a success. Because if you do double, then you regain time, and you also get to reduce the terror level by 1. So let me just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to sacrifice short rest and weak attack to turn the maybe into a yes. So we're going to regain 2 time slots here, and then we get to reduce the terror level by 1. Now, let's not overdo it, because sometimes I overdo it like during the first turn. So I'm going to change up the strategy here a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and just do a walk instead. And I got a success and a maybe. Now I can sacrifice these 2 things here just to turn it into a double success so that I can move 2 spaces. I think it's, so we are actually just overdoing it. But I think it's cool because Asami, you just need to save 4 people to get her ultimate ability. I haven't even checked what her ultimate ability is. Hopefully it's worth it. I think that's how I like playing these games. When I pick a survivor, I don't look at the ultimate. It will be revealed to me once I'm able to get enough survivors. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, and I'm going to save this person. But what I'm going to do is also, while I'm here, I'm going to use 1 time slot to deactivate that battery power source, and I'm going to save this person because this is the exit, the mountain pass exit here. So the choices that we have for Asami: take a search action card, move 1 space. 2, reduce terror level by 2, or get health 1 health recovered. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the terror level reduction, so that way we have 1, 2. So now we're in the green, which is great. I think that's the best place for us to be at the moment, because we have a lot of points here to use during the planning phase. So purchase action cards, reset time to 6, return action cards. Okay, so I have 7 to spend. So I'm going to go ahead and take sprint, because that's important. That's 2 points. And then there's some pretty cool items here. But we have to go, to get the items, we have to go to the sheep farm, the bunker, or the general store. So maybe grab 1 search. So that's 2. I have 3 left to spend. No, I have a lot of points. Maybe I should consider getting maybe something like Furious Strike, but no. Um, and Ally can be defeated. She only has 2 HP. Uh, I think movement is important, like during this first, the early stages of the game. Let's grab another sprint and then a close call. So I'm gonna grab another sprint here for 2, 1, 2, and then I'm gonna grab a close call for 1. Okay, reset the time back to 6, and then all the freebies go into the 0 action cards area here, so I can grab them on the next action phase. Okay, now it is the killer phase. So we resolve the killer actions, and the minions, they act first. So they're gonna head towards the closest victim. Oh no, they don't move. Yeah, most of these they don't move during the activation. They just kill whoever that happens to be in the same space. So no one's here with stupid Ally here, and then there's no one, of course, with Billy. So and Billy also gets to regenerate, but he's already at full health. Okay. And then draw a tarot card. We do that before we draw the sand snake. Let me just make sure. Um, at the end of the killer phase, draw 2 sand snake cards. Okay. So we're going to draw the tarot card because it's still considered the killer phase. So eyes in the dark. Eyes in the dark is scary when you have a lot of buddies running around. Okay, so equal to the number, and this is problematic. So the horror level actually increases equal to the number of enemies in your space. Oh, only in my space. Okay, and adjacent spaces up to the number of batteries. So in this case, we have 3 batteries, but we don't have any enemies on adjacent spaces away from us or in our space. So this actually doesn't do anything. Okay, so that's the end of the killer phase. So now I'm going to go to the sand snake. So we're going to draw 2. And they both activate. There's no priority which one activates before the other. Okay, a sand snake attacks the jeep trail. The sand snake does 1 target space using the following priority: victim, you, minion, and killer. So this is at the jeep trail. There is a person at the jeep trail, so that person is gonna die. Okay, so that person is going to get killed by the sand snake. Okay. We'll put the discard for the sand snake over here. And then the second one, a sand snake attacks a trailer park. If it has collapsed, attack the bunker instead. Okay, that's the same thing. So let's see. So the trailer park. Let me see where that is. Okay, so the sand snake is able to kill 2 people this round. See, this is what I like and why I despise this map. But I think this map has a potential to become kind of crazy towards the killer, and I was just kind of waiting for that to happen, but maybe not during this playthrough. Okay, so this person is going to get killed by the sand snake at the jeep trail. So dead, and the one at the trailer park is also going to get killed. The problem with Billy is he is extremely powerful, because you can see here that every time somebody dies, the bloodlust goes up. It doesn't necessarily have to be because of the killer killing somebody. Whenever somebody dies, the bloodlust is just going to go up. We can double check that, because I am not totally sure now, because I haven't played this in a while. Let's see, what is it called? the bloodlust. Let's see if we can find what page of bloodlust. 20 and 29. When a victim dies, even if they weren't killed by the killer. Yeah, there you go. See, that's the problem with this map. So he's gonna go up one, and then we're gonna reveal what that says, and it says no effect. Okay, so far we're lucky. No effect on that first one, and then it goes up one more, but now he attacks for 2 damage, and then there's also no effect on the second one, and this is randomized every time we set up Billy's board here. But if those 2 are no effects, you know that the rest of them are going to be fucked up. So anyway, we're at the mercy of the sand snakes apparently on this map. Okay, so after the sand snakes, then now it's going to be the panic phase, but no one's sharing a space with the killer, so no one's panicking. And then nothing to upkeep, so we're good. Okay, so we're back to, and I need to update the app. So 2 victims dead, and how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 2 dead. Okay. Turn number 2. Okay, and I'm only gonna be playing this for around an hour because just want to pass the time here while I'm managing treatment downstairs. And I really want to get this going because it's been sitting here for such a long time, you know. Okay, so we're back to the action phase. So what we should do now is we should go this way. And I think we should take a detour, I guess depending on how fast we're moving. Take a detour maybe to deactivate this one at least. On our way to the exit on the right side of the map here. So I'm going to go ahead and use sprint. Oh, and I forgot that the oh no, this didn't happen. So we're still actually at a low horror level, and we can use 3 dice. So we got 1 maybe, 1 success, and 1 failure. So maybe what I can do is so everything is showing easily. Okay, we'll place this down here. Okay, so we have close call that we can use for a reroll. With 1 success, we can move up to 2 spaces. But if we have a double success, we can move up to 3 spaces, which is what I would prefer. And since we have this event, this great event here, we have to stick together. That means I can grab 3 of them, and I can. Well, wow, she can get her ultimate here in 1 go. So I'm gonna go ahead and use close call to reroll the failed die, and it becomes a maybe. Okay, so the question now is it worth sacrificing the other 2 cards? And I would say no. I'm just going to use that 1 success to move up to 2 spaces. So I'm going to be moving 1, 2. Okay. So now we're going to use a sprint again to yeah, if we as long as we get a success, we should be able to save 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 people. So let me go ahead and do that. And if we have a double success, then we're going to take a detour and deactivate that. One success. So we're gonna go one. We're gonna bring this person with us, and then two. We're gonna bring all three of them with us because of that event we have to stick together. You can actually have an additional victim to follow you. So all four of them are actually here. So I'm gonna save all four of them because this is the exit. So we're gonna be able to save all four. And let me just update the app here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we saved five people so far. So we're gonna get the take a search action card. So I'm gonna grab that um, for saving that victim, and then recover one health, but she's already at max, and then move one space. So this is cool. I can move one space. So she's going to move up here. We're going to use one time slot to deactivate that power source. So we have we can flip this because she has access to her ultimate now. And whenever you draw at least one item card, draw an extra item card. Okay, so that's for ultimate. It's okay. You're immune to item trap cards. Wow, that's pretty good too. I guess she's part of the Merrick Warehouse kit, I suppose. For each additional victim save, you recover health, but she's already at full health because we would have been able to recover one. But we saved five people. Okay, total. For saving four in one go. Actually, I've never done that before. That's cool. This is a pretty cool event card. Okay, so I still have plenty of time slots here, so I can still no, I can't. I only have the search action card, so I can't do anything else, which is fine. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the planning phase. We get all of the freebies back. Oh, the freebies over here. So I'm gonna grab all of them back. As long as it's not over 10. I know there are like 6, I believe. Yep. Okay. So we got 6 of the freebie cards, and let me see. We might have to put one back in there if I want to grab something that's more expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 cards. You get additional 3 dice for the next horror roll, huh? That's I don't know. I don't think I've ever really used that planning card before. I think that's what it means, right? You get additional dice to use. There's retaliate. I think we need furious strike, and that requires 4. So maybe we should grab furious strike, or maybe even no. That's long rest. I don't need that. So let's grab furious strike, and then a close call, and that will be 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Furious strike is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna grab close call. That will be my 10th card, which is max. And then this goes back to 6. And we're gonna put these back in here. Okay. And now it is the killer phase. They don't have anyone in their space, so they're not killing anybody. Billy is already at max health, so and so now we're gonna draw a terror card. And it is great. All the sheep are dead. So this is the Utopia tarot card. Okay. So horror level goes up by 2, so we lose the ability to use 3 dice. And then after that, looks like yeah, whenever I think both the killer and the minions get to act unless it's specified, if I'm not mistaken. So let me just make sure. See, I mean, this is a problem when you haven't played the game for a while. Mm-mm. Minions. There's a part about minions. Holding one-time use, adrenaline rush. Special victims, minions. Some feature films have minions. Because I know I remember reading this somewhere, so I just want to make sure that. When playing minions, the killer phase follows the same rule with the following changes. In addition to resolving the killer action, there will also be minion action. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When resolving tarot cards, unless otherwise stated, all enemies will perform any killer actions one at a time. Minions should always act first. Okay, so that's the rule that I was looking for. So, so it looks like they're going to be moving towards a victim who's not the final girl for one, and then attack once. So let's start with Allie. Allie is going to the closest. It's between these two. So she's gonna move one. We'll have a move here to the scrapyard. No, because there's no. Oh no, it's linked, right? Those two are linked. Yes. So one, but then there's nobody there. Okay, now Billy is gonna do the same thing, but Billy is gonna go up this way. One, and then Billy attacks for two. But yeah, only takes 1 HP for the victim to die. So this is gonna move up. Oh God, look at that! And then a horror level goes up by 2. Okay. No one's sharing a space. Oh no, that's the panic phase. Okay, so we already resolved that tarot card. So the next thing is going to be the sand snakes. So we're gonna draw 2. Okay, a sand snake attacks a crossroads. So crossroads up here. So nobody died because there's no one there. No one gets attacked. And then the other one, it attacks the electrical tower. There's one person, I think, at the electrical tower just over here. So that person is going to die. So this is going to go up one more. And spawn a buddy in your space. Okay. That's pretty fucked up. Okay, so now we're going to spawn a buddy. And it's in my space. And it's going to be Raimi. Okay. So Raimi is going to be... has 2 HP. Let me look for Raimi's icon. A token. And Raimi is going to spawn here in my space. Okay. That's wonderful. Um, but we'll kill him during the our action phase, because thankfully the killer phase has come and gone, so he's not able to hurt me now. Okay, so panic phase, no one's sharing a space with the killer, and upkeep phase, there's nothing to do upkeep right now. So all good. Okay. So now it is back to the final girl, and this is turn number 3. So he's able to kill. Oh no, four people is dead. There are 3 left on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Something wrong here with my calculation. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be 4 more victims. Okay, 4, 4, 8 to 13. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 victims total. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so now it's our turn. I think the first thing we need to do is destroy Raimi. He only has 2 HP, so we don't have without. Oh no, we can do up to 2 damage, but we need to have. The problem with this is we need to have a double success. So we can do a furious strike. And then we also have a weak attack. So let's just get rid of him while we still can, because with this killer with Billy, if you don't destroy these minions when you can, they're gonna start. Once they start showing up, they will overwhelm the map. So when we can, we're gonna do our best to try and kill them. So if we have the opportunity to. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the furious strike here. Hopefully we'll get a double success. A success and a maybe. That's good enough for me. Let's sacrifice something. So I'll sacrifice walk because we have. Do we have sprint? No. We'll sacrifice short rest and 1 focus. How about 1 search? Actually, yeah. So we'll sacrifice rest and 1 search. I think that's pretty good, because I'm not going to be searching anytime soon. Maybe I am. Even if I'm searching 1 place at a time. Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice the additional search that I have. So that's going to be considered a double success. So I'm going to get rid of Raimi. He is dead. And for my reward for killing Raimi, I get to move 1 space. Killing these minions, actually these buddies, will give you a reward. In the case of Raimi, we get to move 1 space. So I want to move this way. Let's get to this guy so we can. And then once we move this way, we can grab those 2 as well. And because we have to stick together, I can actually run around with 3 people with me. Okay. And I didn't lose any time slots. That's good. So next thing I'm going to do is walk. So let's walk. Since Buddy is over there, so we're going to walk this way and then take him south so that we can take care of that power source on our way down. So I'm going to use walk. Maybe we should do focus first, though. Let's do focus first and see. Let's try and reduce the horror level down a little bit if we can. Okay, double maybes. I'm going to use close call here to reroll all for 2 time slots. Is that worth it? No, it's not. Let's reroll 1. I'll use close call to reroll 1. No, hold on. Yeah. Oh, this is not walk. This is focus. Okay, no, no. I'll reroll all. 1, 2. Because if we're able to get a double focus, then we'll be able to recover. This is a big gamble. Yeah, never gamble like that. Because now I get a double failure, so now I lose 2 more time slots. So that was horrible. Okay, so let's walk instead. Double fail. So I can still move if I will lose health if I move, um, but I will also lose 2 time slots if I decide to move, or I don't have to move and I will just lose 2 time slots. I think I should move. So let's she is at what, 5 HP? Okay, so let's remove 1. We're gonna take this guy with us, so we're all gonna be at the general store. And we lose 2 time slots. And while we're at the general store, I'm gonna use search. As long as you don't go over, it doesn't end your action phase. So might as well search for an item while we're there. So this is the general store. So I can potentially get the crowbar. Additional 1 damage. Discard to add 1 success to a search action. Oh, that's nice, I guess. Oh, that's if you want to do another search. Okay, but it's additional damage. We'll take it. Range for that is 0, so you have to be in the same space to be able to use that weapon. Okay, 1 success. That's good enough for me. So with 1 success, you take the top item of the card, and then our action phase has ended. But we're gonna grab the crowbar, and I'm gonna place it in her right hand. Okay. During the planning phase here, I don't have any currency, so I can't. I still have a walk, which is good, but I don't get anything. So this goes back to 6. Put these away. Furious strike, short rest. Oh, search. Okay, so now it is the killer phase. No one's sharing space with any of the killers. Now we're going to resolve a tarot card. And it's going to be these two have no idea what they just walked into. Roll a die and place 2 new victims in the following space. Okay. Let's do it. Additional victims, and it's 4, so that's going to be at the general store where we're at. So it just happened that somebody's been hiding in the general store, or they just happened to stumble into this town and they just headed to the general store. So you have 5 people here with you now. Sadly, I can only bring 3 with me. Okay. So so I placed 2 new victims at the general store because we roll a 4, and then the horror level goes up by 1. Shit. And then it's not over yet. And then we have to draw an event card. So let's do that. So the second event is earthquake. Okay, let's see. A sinkhole opens up. Roll to determine which space collapses. The crossroad at the trailer park. Okay, so let's do that. It's a 1, so that means it's the crossroads. So the crossroads up here. So that space cannot be crossed. There's a sinkhole there. And apply the sinkhole effect. Okay. And I think it damages whenever there's a sinkhole, I think, if you just happen to be there. Yeah, 1 damage. And then it panics. And anyone left there panics until they leave the space. But there's no one there. See, I mean, that's the potential, I think, of this map is for you to fuck up the killer, but it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked against the killer thus far. It's only worked against me. So, but that's why I wanted to try this map again. Okay. Now, we're gonna draw 2 sand snakes after the killer phase because we resolved the Terra card, and this is turn 3. Okay. So first sand snake, it says all road. Okay, so the all road, there's nobody there, so it doesn't. The sand snake didn't hurt anybody. After resolving and discarding the other card, shuffle and all. Okay, so this is just to reshuffle everything back in. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So we're gonna reshuffle the sand snakes deck here. We really have to take care of that horror level. That is important. And I guess this is when the planning action card comes into play if you have one, you know. All right, that should be good enough. No, we'll also have to. Yeah. Now it's good enough. All right. Well, I guess I can discard it down here. Silly me. Okay. And then now it's the panic phase. No one's panicking. And upkeep. There's nothing to upkeep. Now it is Asami's turn. We have focus, weak attack, and walk. I think we should attempt to reduce the horror level. So let me go ahead and do that. We got a success and a maybe, but we can't sacrifice these 2 because I want to keep walk. So we only have 1 success. Reduce the horror level by 1, but we also lose 1 time. And then now we're going to do a walk because we're going to take 3 people with us and see if we can save them. So it's going to be a success and a maybe. So that means we can move up to 1 space. So we're going to take 3 people with us because we have to stick together event. So I'm going to take 3 people down to the electrical tower. I lose 1 time. And then while I'm here, I'm going to deactivate this power source for 1 time slot. Okay, and then that's the end of my turn because I don't have any more cards. And we are left with 3 time currency. Okay, so during the planning phase, we get all the freebies back here. And then I have 3 points to spend. I'm going to go ahead and use it on sprint, which is 2, and then close call for 1. Now this goes back to 6, and there we go. This is turn 4. Okay. I think I only have time for 2 more turns, but now that I'm playing this game again, I know that I want to switch to something different after this particular play attempt. I might actually keep playing Final Girl. I really, really do love this game. I was saying that I'm probably thinking about switching to Marvel Zombies, but you know what? Maybe we'll stick with Final Girl for a little bit. And like I said earlier, I did get that latest one, one of the latest ones, with the corn monster, a rotten harvest. I don't want to check that out. So, but anyway, it's the killer phase. So the killers and minion, the killer and the minion, they are alone. They don't have anybody in their space, so they can't kill anybody. So let's resolve the tarot card, and it's going to be tra-la-la. Okay. So at first, the buddies get to move one and then attack. So that person alone at the bunker is going to die. So Ali is going to go up here and going to kill that person. And this goes up by one. And the dark power, Billy's dark power is going to be revealed. So let's check that out real quick. And oh God, why is this already? I forgot. Okay, you know what? Apparently, what I forgot about setting up the dark power. So we can do that right now because I think this is the last from the last match. I didn't change that because it was never revealed. But let's take care of this real quick. Where is it's down here? I think. Totally forgot to because it was just sitting there saying introducing freaking Billy Jr. But yeah, let's just let me just shuffle this real quick and then we'll figure out what his dark power is, and we'll just do the his finale too while we're at it. Okay, so this is going to be his dark power. Because, like I said last time, I don't think the finale was revealed, but just in case, I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of it. I like that the latest season they don't even they put the epic stuff together with the base with the kit expansion kit instead of having us buy the extra stuff. Maybe they're not doing that anymore because it's so predatory, you know. Because I'm missing like an epic finale one for each killer of season 2. Yes, season 2. Because I didn't get the ultimate edition for season 2. You know, that's really predatory. I know. But at least they're not doing that anymore with the latest season here. Or with season 3, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't have the one of the epic stuff for season 3. This is season 4. Billy the Bear is season 4. So yeah, I have all the epic additional epic stuff for. I think it's epic finale that they're selling separately. One of the epic finales for each killers. So I have it for season 1, season 2, season 3. I don't because season 3 I bought the individual stuff instead of the ultimate edition. So at least season 4, you know, they're better about this situation. So all right. They're not nickel and diming us to death. Okay, we're still getting Billy Jr. I guess it's just our fate. So we're gonna get Billy Jr. here, and Billy Jr. attaches himself to Billy. I spun Billy Jr. in Billy's space, and they're attached. So let me just grab Billy Jr.'s token. So, and Billy Jr. has 2 HP. We'll put Billy Jr. over here. Always in the same space as Billy. Okay. Alright, and then Billy also gets, but Billy is moving towards the final girl. That's the second part of this tarot card. And then I'm going to attack once. And Billy can move 2 spaces now. So Billy is going to move 1, 2. God damn, those 2 are gonna die. And then attack. Well, Billy Jr. is not attacking now because Billy Jr. is considered a minion. So only Billy is attacking, but Billy is attacking for 2 attack. But he's only attacking 1, so only 1 person actually is dead. But the problem with that is, of course, Now it's gonna go up one more, and horror level goes up by one, and and that's it. Before the person panics, we have to draw this two sandworm cards, sand snakes cards. Okay, the sand snake attacks a sheep farm, and the sheep farm is down here. There's nobody there. And then the second one attacks the general store. Okay, and this is where it gets interesting because these guys are at the general store, both Billy Jr., and that victim. But the problem is the sand snake. I think this is kind of fucked up because I think the way that they should have had this was that when the sand snake comes up, it's impartial to whoever he wants to attack. You know, it's not going to be, you know, there's no, instead of there's this like priority like victim, you, minion, killer, the sand snake attack should be determined by a die roll. So, because now it's immediately going to attack the victim. So that guy is going to die because of the sand snake. So while his friend got killed by Billy suddenly showing up, the I know because it says it attacks only the final girl, right? Hold on 1 second here. Because when it says attack just the final girl, if it just happened to stop by, no, because yeah, it doesn't attack. If it's looking specifically for the final girl, it's not going to attack the regular person, a regular victim. I mean, so let me just check here. Let's make sure. So at least only one person is dead, but still. When the attack icon is present, the killer attacks a single target in space. Each attack will have one target, either victim or final girl. The killer will always attack victims in their space before the final girl unless the final girl was specifically indicated as the target. Yeah, if yeah, so he's not interested in killing right now. He's interested in killing the final, attacking the final girl. So so he's not attacking anybody over there, um, right? That's how it works, right? It says final girl movement. Yeah, that's the target. Let me just make sure. $31. Yeah, but still one person dies from the snake attack. So still 6 total, and then that still happened. Okay, cool. Everything's good. Okay, so the panic phase. This person now is gonna panic because he just sees. They both see Billy coming to their space, but not attacking anybody because it's hot in the trail of Asami apparently. But then the snake came out and killed kill his friend. So now we're gonna do a panic roll. So that's a 2, and that means this person is gonna run away from us. Gonna run over that way. Okay. Anything to upkeep? No. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do one more turn, and I don't think the game is gonna be over during this turn. But anyway, um, okay. So back to Asami. She is going to sprint. We're gonna try and save these three people. I wonder if I should focus first. No, it's too far away from being able to get three anyway. So I might as well just not worry about that. Okay. Two maybe and a one. Okay, I'm gonna use 2 time slot to reroll both. Okay, 1 success, 1 failure. So we can move 2 spaces. So I'm gonna move them 1. Let's head this. Let's head this. It doesn't matter. I'll just use the Jeep Trail. Okay. 2. And I lose 1 time slot. Now I still have walk. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, we might be able to save all 3 of them. 1 success, 1 maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the 1 success. We lose 1 time slot, but we're going to move all of them to the mountain pass, and we're going to save these 3. For each person save, we recover 1 HP. So now she gets that HP back. So she's back to 5. But we save additional 3 people. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I forgot to add the 2. Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 6. Yeah. 8, 6, 12. 14. 15. Yeah, because of the additional 2. Okay, I did some miscalculation there in the app. Okay, this is turn number 5. Now, when I got, when you draw at least 1 item card, draw an extra card, did that happen after, did I get her ultimate before I said, yeah, I did, huh? I just forgot to use her ultimate. So I actually was supposed to get an additional item here, because I remember saving all those people down here before we actually moved up there. So I'm going to go ahead and just get that resolved now. I'm glad that I looked. I totally forgot. So we actually got 2 items. And I got the canned chili. And this actually will save people adjacent to my space from being attacked by a sand snake. And I would have used that to save that 1 person. But the funny thing is, if I did that, they both will die in the next the next killer phase. So I'm just gonna let that be, because if I save the person from being attacked, because we were adjacent to that person, and we were right here, and we use a charge with the canned chili, that person is going to be saved, but that means that nobody died that round, and those 2 are going to stay here. They're not going to panic, and because of that, they only panic when somebody dies, right? Okay, let me see. Unless they panic because the killer is in that space. If that's the case, I might have to change things up, and we'll make the appropriate adjustments here. But let me just get to the panic phase. God damn, why is it so hard? Killer phase. Oh, is that the killer phase? Oh, at least 1 victim was killed, and the victim is in the same space as the killer. Or the enemy in this case. You know, even if it's a minion, actually they panic. They They didn't put that rule there properly because it just say killer, but it also includes the minions. Because the only minions they don't panic from is one of the minions from one of the buddies because it's so cute. Okay. All right. So this is actually this works better for them because at least one person is saved. Okay. I don't need the short rest now. I'm gonna attempt to focus though before we end our turn here. So I'm gonna attempt to focus, and it's a maybe, a maybe and a fail. I think let's go ahead and get rid of these two to turn the maybe into a yes. So that means it reduces the horror level by 1, but we also lose 1 time. Okay. Now we're done. It is the planning phase. So we get the freebies back. Freebies that are available. We only have focus and walk. And I only have 1 point to spend, so I have to spend it on close call. For 1. That's the only one I can afford. Okay. Now we'll do the killer phase and then we'll end the stream or the session for now. Okay. Yeah, because I have to finish up downstairs. Alright, so now it's the killer phase. No one's in their spaces, so let's do a tarot card. And it is, and this is 5th round, right? Yep, 5th turn. The next tarot card is, how many are there? Sand snakes attack, doing 1 damage to each space with 2 or more targets, including enemies, using the following priority. Kill a minion. Oh, this is against the killer. This is nice. If no victims were killed by sand snake. Oh god, you still get a bloodlust? Sand snakes attack, doing 1 target to each space with 2 or more targets, including enemy, using the following priority. Okay, so the only space that has 2 or more enemies or targets is actually Billy and Billy Jr. So it's going to attack Billy for 1, which he's going to get back anyway because, well, on the next killer phase, because he gets 1 HP back unless we get that deactivated next turn, but it's not going to happen. But no victims were killed during this time. Time, so his bloodlust does go up and spawn another buddy. So it's not specified. It's just adjacent to where Billy is. So and then we have to do an event. So let me go ahead and spawn another buddy here, and it's going to be Cam. Yeah, this is the cute one that they don't run away from. It has 2 HP, and we're gonna place him at this house over here. Oh, the way that I like doing this, I think, is I just do a roll, because even though they just say adjacent to Billy, you can just do a roll, and then wherever it shows is where you can place it. So for me, like this, it's more random, you know. So that I don't have to choose, and it's not. I'm trying to make it easier for me. So Cam is going to spawn right here, and now we have to resolve an event card. So let's see what it says. Dehydration. At the end of planning phase, reset your time to 5 or 4 for extreme horror mode. Unless you end the phase with 1 or more leftover. Okay, so we have to remember that at the end of the planning phase. Okay, and then now we have to resolve 2 sand snakes. Attacks at the house. There's nobody at the house, and the other one is at the scrap yard. And there's nobody at the scrap yard. Okay. And then now it's the panic phase. No one is panicking. Upkeep. There's nothing to upkeep. Okay, well, I have to go. You can hear the beeping downstairs. So I'll finish up maybe a little bit later tonight. I do want to finish the game. And like I said, now I'm playing the game again. I'm reminded of why I like playing this game. I've been playing this exclusively over the past couple of weeks. So, but yeah. It's still possible for us to win this one. It doesn't look as dire. Oh, but we have now we have two buddies on the map. Three if you count Billy Jr. But we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. I truly appreciate it. Happy gaming!